Hello to you all and welcome to Car Question. Since 1975, a lot of buyers fell in love with the BMW 3 Series. A lot of them just like the fun to drive. A lot of them were performance enthusiasts, others simply daily driver. Over the time, the car has evolved a lot. What I retain of that evolution is probably the mechanic parts. We started with the 2.0 liter, 110 HP, and right now today, 320 horsepower. One of the best engine out there. And I nearly forgot the all-wheel drive. So is it still fun to drive? Is it still gonna be a perfect daily driver for every day? That's what we're gonna see this week at Car Question. Let's look at the exterior of our BMW 3 Series, and right now we have the 340i. It's the most powerful 3 Series out there. We've got Xdrive for all-wheel drive, and we have also added a little M package to have some fun with the car and some good aesthetic point added to it. So right now, look at the front end. Look how mean this machine is looking. Mean but civilized. I love the way it looks right now. Look also at the LED headlights. They made some great attention, great detail. Look how well it's finished. That's probably the best part with the kidney grille right now, giving some attitude to this car. Look at even the finish inside. Look how it is. It's completely awesome. Some touches of chrome, some BMW LED logo right there. The sensor, you don't even see the sensor in the front bumper. It's so discreet. And talking about the bumper, you're gonna have to be careful. If you're going into parking space that you don't really know, be careful for the sidewalk, not to hit a sidewalk with that lip right there, because the BMW is not gonna like that. Look at the kidney grille. The kidney grille, I love the styling. It's kind of looking at you in some sort of way, and I love that. They didn't oversize the logo, and that's rare right now with other manufacturers. And if you go a little bit down there, you can see the equipment for cooling the car, the intercooler. Nice line, nice, just aggressive as I like it, yet civilized. So if we look at the hood too, line starting right up from here and going down all the way up to the windshield. So it's a long nose, so you've got a good visibility when you're sitting in that car, and you've got no trap or nothing like that, just plain and simple. Small wiper, quite small, giving you a good visibility when they're cleaning for that big windshield. So you've got a sunroof, a little shark fin antenna. Let's look at the side. Right now, when I'm looking at the side, once again, you can see that the sensors are quite discreet because you've got one right there to help you for your parking maneuvers. And I love the black wheels. Do you love black wheels? And if we get near, once again, winter tires, no. Still, it's 18 inches wheel, 225, 45, 18. And I've got also the nice black rim like that with the BMW M, the M logo. If you look at the brake calipers, you can see the M logo once again, and they're blue. And look how huge that brake is. Right now, I'm tired of winter tires. If you look also on the side, you can see a nice side skirt. Once again, giving some styling, some aggressive styling. A nice but small mirror right there with a nice blinker. A nice line all the way up to the end here that's around the window, which is going to give a nice classy look when you look at the car from the side. Still a lot of black and you can clearly see that line standing out of the car. Black handle. If you want to lock the car, you simply press with your thumb right here. If you want to unlock it, you just touches the handle and it will unlock. And look at the gas cap. Discreet, and look at that. When you open it, there you go. It's some kind of needle that you just simply put there. But be careful when you pull it. You see that card? It's kind of short, so you're gonna get to that end of the card really fast. And if you're in a hurry or with some glove, boop, there you go, you're gonna lose it, and look what's gonna happen down there. You don't want that to happen. So there you go. I close it good, and look at the rear of that car. That rear is as much sublime as the front, and that's the sideline. I love right now the LED lights, the twin exhaust pipe, and the BMW logo, which is once again not that big. Xdrive N340i. So look at those taillights. Nice LED, nice line of LEDs. Too bad that the camera right now is changing the look that it's giving me, but when you're braking, man, it's awesome. Dual exhaust. If you go with the 340 model, you're gonna get that, and believe me, this sound is just awesome. And look once again how the sensors are simply blending directly in the bumper. I kind of love that. So you've got a rear view camera. Let's open the trunk. Once again, nice opening, nice place inside that trunk. You're gonna be able to put a lot of stuff. Whoop. There you go. And as you can see also on the trunk, a nice line giving you the impression of a spoiler. So let's get to that engine compartment. And by the way, you've got also camera right there on the side of the mirror, which is going to give you a kind of view, if you're in traffic, of what's happening in your blind spot. If you want to open the hood, 1, 2, and look at that. You don't need anything because there's 2 brackets right there who's going to lock the hood. So there you go. Nice engine. And you're going to see also that the car is going to refire the oil for itself. If you want access to the battery, which is in the rear, you've got an access right there, and you've got also the place to add your washer fluid. Nice engine, nice car. Nice design, aggressive yet civilized. Let's look at the interior of the BMW 3 Series 340i with the Em package. So we're gonna have some little marks of Em here and there and maybe there to, to give you a little bit of presentation of that Em package. As soon as you open the door, as you can see, this is quality. Just to look at the seat, it's completely incredible. Yeah, I don't know if you like white, but one thing is sure, it's hard to maintain clean. Right now they're not in a bad shape, but you can see that it's gonna need cleaning here. I don't know why, but it's gonna need some cleaning. White is not easy to clean. So you've got, once again, look at that in the door. Nice finish. I just love that leather. I absolutely love how it feels to the touch. Nice quality stitchers, steam all done good. And you've got also some nice wood right under there. So the white wood is an option. As you can see, the wood goes everywhere across the dashboard, and it's giving a nice feeling of luxury. So you've got Harman Kardon speakers, a nice sound system, M badge, right there, another M badge. And you've got also a tons of seat adjustment and memories are right there on the side. So you've got even a lumbar adjustment. So if you're not, it's not in relation with the largest that you have. So we have a lumbar adjustment right here, and it's going to maintain you nicely into place. If you're moving into a more aggressive driving, right now you can see that move pretty slowly, but it's going to give you a good, maintaining, it's going to maintain you in place as soon as you're going to go into a curve, and I love that adjustment. So let's take place inside. Oh. Look at the key which is blue on the side. Pretty simple key, with the lock button right there. If you want to unlock it, just press there. The trunk and the panic mode. One of the easiest remote we have out there. So as you're gonna see right now, the dials are white. It's not the BMW color that we are used to, but as soon as it's gonna get dark, it's gonna switch to red. Same thing for the inside. So you have some nice light during the night everywhere in the door, and you can move it. You can choose the conventional lighting from BMW, the classic lighting, which is red. And if you want something more white, well, you can select it. But it's giving so much a nice accent to the ambient right inside. So let's start. As you can see, the car is already ready to start. No problem with that. It's quite nice once again when it's turned on. So you've got that big screen, and one thing which is neat with that screen is that you can split it. So you can have one display on one side and the other on the other side. So once again, I'm gonna close that. There you go. Once again, nice finish, nice looking. So let's start on the left. We've got pretty conventional dual buttons. The only one that kept my attention was this one. If you press there, look at that. It's gonna lower the rear sun visor or raise it. So completely automated. Quite easy for the lights. If you put them into automated mode, look at that. It also changed color. As I was telling you, when you turn off the lights, you've got some white. If you turn on the lights, there you go. You've got that BMW red, which is quite a classic. Same thing for ambient light. Right now it's set into classic mode, and you can see that's going to be the red of BMW. I'm going to have the same thing right there in the door, as you can see on my fingers, the BMW style lights. So automated lights, if you want to turn on the automated lights feature, it's right there on the side. So you just push, and you're gonna see a for your lights, who are gonna move from high beams to low beam depending on the car in front of you. Another hidden things is this little button right here, which is hidden right there in behind the adjustment, which is manual, by the way. So there you go. It's gonna give you your heated steering wheels. If I lower that adjustment, you're gonna see clearly the button with a little lights on it, and don't worry, you never see that light. It's completely hidden by everything that you can see on the steering wheel. And by the way, steering wheels, incredibly nice feeling, nice M logo. Not a big BMW logo, but small enough, some nice materials, some metal right there for the cruise control. And you've got also all your commands and mode for the radio. And if you want to, right now I'm gonna give you a little zoom. Usually I don't do that. I'm gonna close the lights, and you're gonna see that heads-up display, and you will be also able to switch the music if you want, or the channel, depending on what mode you are on right now. Paddle shift. Let's move back with the zoom. There you go. Paddle shift, incredibly accessible and easy to shift your speed. If you want to change also the display that you have right there, so you're going to be able to simply push on that button on the side, and it's going to give you the date. It's going to give you the mileage left until you go dry, the fuel average consumption, the instant fuel consumption, and also your speed average. As you can see right now, it's pretty simple fuel And the other display which is going to change is right there under. It's going to show you the gear that you're on, and it's also going to show a different menu if you move into Eco Pro mode with the dynamic system. If you move into Sports Plus mode, there you go, that's the display that you're going to have. Temperature, nothing more than that. Wipers on the side. You've got also a start-stop engine button with the, you know, the feature when you get up to a red light that the engine's gonna simply stop. And if you want to start the car, whoa, I love that sound. You can hear that little popcorn right now in the exhaust. I just love it. Let's close it for now. As you can see, you've got a nice screen. It's quite big, so you can also enable or disable a dual display in that screen, and you will be able to select the information that you want to see in that split screen. So let's move into full, and the screen is controlled by all the commands right there. It's not tactile, so you have to use that knob. So let's move to the menu. You're going to see that it's pretty complete. You've got multimedia, radio, phone, navigation, contact, connected drive, vehicle info, settings. If I move to multimedia, that's a connection of your phone, CD, DVD, music collection that you can have. I'm going to press back. The radio is quite simple. Once again, satellite radio, FM. You've got all your presets, your memory if you want. The tone also to adjust your setting. Telephone, quite easy once again with the phone book. Navigation, incredibly clean and fast. As you can see, look at that. I'm going to move. Some system are trying to find whatever I want to do with that. Whoops, sorry. Hit another thing. You're going to see that some other system are struggling to give you that speed, but right now the BMW system is quite fast. So let's move to the menu. I've got all my contacts new. I've got also my connected drive. Connected drive is going to be a way to contact BMW either online or with roadside assistance. So once again, some kind of feature that you can see in some American car. You've got all the vehicle information from efficiency dynamics. So right now I'm into a sports mode. I'm going to move back to Eco Pro mode, but right now the car is closed. Oops. There you go. I'm gonna move into a lower mode. Eco Pro. So there you go. It's efficiency oriented, comfort, sports. And when I move into my Eco mode, I can press on my knob, and you can see my acceleration, anticipation, display, and the car will also give me tips. I've got all my consumption history, depending also if I was in comfort, in Eco, or in sports mode. And I have also my driving, my efficiency dynamic info that you can see right now. If I change the mode, right there I'm into comfort, you're gonna see a change also in that display. So right now I don't have any display for efficiency, because as you can see there's some menu that has been removed because I'm not into Eco mode. So let's move into sports mode. As soon as I move into sports mode, I can make a display of the power and the torque. Incredible sound. You can hear that little exhaust popping. I just love that. You've got also a quick reference guide, either to some information about adjusting the seat, let's say. So there you go, full menu. You don't need to get out the good old manual. You've got all the information that you need as soon as you access that. So it's going to explain you every button, what it's going to do. And if you want more detail, let's move back. Let's go by search by picture. Let's say the one right there. It's going to give me information about my tire pressure, exactly what I need to do. Incredible. Another thing which is quite cool, if I move, let's say to 6 here inside, let's move to the center console, and you're going to see exactly what menu, what it's going to do. So everything is explained. And on the top of that, when I move back, I've got some videos. So let's move into 10. So let's say high beam assistant.
The high beam assistant switches the high beams on and off, depending on the lighting conditions and the traffic situation.
There you go. Easy to understand. A little
A
bit.
sensor near the inside rear view mirror monitors an area in front of your vehicle for this purpose.
So there you go. A complete video telling you what's gonna do. Same thing for park distance control. So look at that once again.
Park distance control, PDC, supports you during parking and maneuvering. For this purpose, the system monitors the approach to an object. The approach is indicated with acoustic warning tones and can be shown schematically on the control display.
I love the display because it's exactly what's gonna happen in the car. So once again, it's easy to understand. So you don't need to bring out the manuals, just go into the vehicle information, you've got everything there. The last one is the setting that you can adjust the heads-up display and everything that you have within configuration of the car. So if I move a little bit down here, you're gonna have all your system memories of the radio, the mode, the AM/FM, and look at that. If I just go just over the button without pressing them, right now as you can see I'm not pressing them, and it's just showing me exactly on which position that I am. And if I want to go into that memory, I simply press, but right now I don't have any program. So for the heated seat, there's no cooling seat. I'm kind of surprised with a vehicle of that price. So you've got also no sync button between the two, the dual climate zone. So it's either you or her. So let's say I feel like 16, she feel like 28. I don't have any sync button. Even if I move into auto mode, as you're gonna see, it's not gonna synchronize that. So a little bit, you know, they could have simply added a button, you know, to get my life better right now. The position of the air, it's small. You need some time to press a lot on it, and for the rest, it's easy configuration. It's not that hard. Oh, by the way, here you can unlock and lock your door, and you've got also another adjustment to simply give you heat from those or simply cool from those. So independently of what you've selected down there. Right now I'll leave the car running. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to move that into reverse. And by the way, each time that you want to switch gear, you have to push here, even for rear or drive, you have to push. And there you go, I'm pushing. You will exactly see an information system which is going to display in a square exactly what's dangerous. Right now the tray is near me. As you can see, it's yellow. The other one, it's green. So if there was something here, it could be red, but it's going to display all red around. So I can also press on my camera button down there. You're going to see some lateral camera, and if I press on that button right now, there you go, you're gonna access to the 360-degree view camera, which is gonna help you do some nice parking maneuvers. And you can also see your proximity detector, which is in front or rear, or even a little bit on the side. So park, there you go, I'm moving to park. And by the way, look at that cool thing. So if I want to go to drive, switch into manual mode, and by the way, even if I'm drive, it's going to warn me that there's something behind me. And if I want to move to park position, I'm going to press. There you go, the sticks are going to come back. That's a nice and cool feature. So I'm in park right now. If I want to switch to D, I have to press the button. It's going to move. Manual and sports mode, and plus and minus, and you're going to see the gear change right here, or if I use the paddle shift, it's going to change right there. 8-speed transmission, incredibly quick, incredibly fast. I have so much fun with that. Traction control off, sports mode, eco mode, that's my dynamic system. I can switch between the modes and adjust them. My camera, parking health, some cup holders, and my 12-volt outlets is hidden here. So little place here to put your cell phone, all your access with your multimedia system, and you can see once again the nice wood, nice white leather, and look at that also. Look at that passenger seat, all in white, incredibly cool. So if I want to do some adjustment also, I can. I just press on the button right here on the side, and I can adjust to whatever position I want for the passenger. Soft and nice. Let's open that. So you've got a little bit of space here, your USB cable, auxiliary. And in the glove box, a cool feature is the possibility to lock or unlock the trunk so it won't open if you put something valuable inside. I don't like the finish inside, it gives me, you know, goosebump, but that's me. So you've got the light inside, nice and big mirror, all your control for your home link. And you can also open the lights. As you can see, it's full LED here also. Nice quality of materials. Incredible, that BMW right now. So let's go here. In the rear, as soon as I open the door, you can see the finish that's going to continue giving you an exemplary build quality. You can also raise that thing here to give you a little bit of shades. And if you want on the side, you can also pull this one. There you go. Oop. So in the rear, lots of place, not that bad. A little bit plastic. I'm kind of deceived right now. Not too much knee space though, but still you're going to be able to get comfortable if the driver wants to adjust his position. Heated seats, 12-volt outlets, some LED lights right up there, and look at that seat right there. You can pull and open the cup holders. And be careful, by the way, because if you do that, you hear the plastic noise. You don't want to do that. You want to close first. And another thing which is cool is right there, you can pull that and have access easily to your curtain, which is dark right now. And you're going to see also the headrest that has moved, so it's going to do that by itself. I move it back into position. I press, there you go, I can regain some rear visibility. So let's move to the trunk. I'm going to open it. Oh, I forgot to put that back. So you saw my little secret now, eh? And by the way, the best way to put it back is to do just what I did. There you go. Oh. Look at that. So you can see there's a trunk with a lot of space. You got some latches in the rear, some nice place there to put some stable stuff. And if I raise that, no spare tire, but little compartment for storage. This one right here is a storage compartment, so you've got some tools under that, some storage on the side. And look at that, if you want to access your battery, you just turn, whoop, just turn and pull. And you've got full access to your battery, who's right on the side. And under that, you've got some tools, you know, to get you out, get somebody to tow you if you're stuck with that Xdrive. Man. So there you go. This was the interior of our nice BMW. Let's talk about the road handling and the mechanical components of the BMW 3 Series. But before we start, whoa, incredible road handling and shift speed. Wow. Wow, that is some power. I just love the car, how it accelerates. Incredible. But right now I was in sports build mode, so let's switch to comfort before I'm going to start talking to you. Whew, man, incredible. So right now the 2016 BMW 3 Series, so you've got, well, we got the Xdrive all-wheel drive system, and we've got the M package on this one. And this engine is probably one of the best out there. by its power, by its displacement, by its technology. So for this year, BMW is calling that engine efficient dynamic modular engine. So it means that it shares its design, the blueprint, at least with the 4-cylinder and the 6-cylinder. 500cc per cylinder on this one. High precision direct injection. You've got a very lightweight and thermally optimized aluminum construction. The crankcase is rigid, closed deck, and once again you can see that they made this engine to take a lot of power and still be giving all its horsepower that it can. So it's a 3.0 turbo, so that's why it's so powerful. So you've got 320 horsepower at 5,500 RPM up to 6,500 RPM. So it's 20 more HP than the older version right now of that engine. Torque is incredible because it's good for 330 pound-feet of torque. And look at that power range from 1,380 RPM up till 5,000 RPM. So you've got maximum torque at all this range. So what does that mean? It's mean that as soon as you want to do some acceleration, you're gonna see some mighty speed out of that car. And part of that speed is also let's go for acceleration. Gonna be cool. There's a lot of people around me. And as you can see, it simply launched even if I was into comfort mode, and you just saw the car jumping ahead of everybody. And be careful, because with that car you're gonna be always in the ticket speed zone, and I don't want you getting a high ticket because this car is fast. But still, enjoy it everywhere you want, enjoy it on the track if you want. You're gonna see that this car is gonna be able to handle it. So part of these good acceleration are because also of a pretty good transmission, 8-speed transmission. It's called the Steptronic. It features enhanced efficiency, a wider gear ratio spread, and reduced torque converter slip during the gear shift. So once again, it's gonna shift quickly, it's gonna be efficient. As soon as you put it into Sports Plus, the gear change are just like that, a snap of a finger. And even that, I think I'm too slow with my finger to do that. But let's put it into Sports Plus, and you can use the paddle if you want. As you can see right now, it's double shifted all the gears that I've sent to it even quickly. And if there's a 500 RPM zone range where it can go down, the gear is gonna shift. You can see that. So you can also put it into sports mode, manual mode, and as soon as you're gonna step on it, instantaneous power. Wow. Did you heard that? 7,000 RPM red line. With that transmission, it's gonna go up to the red line in Sports Plus mode though. Incredible sound. When you're out there, you can hear that little popcorn in the exhaust system. I just love that right now. So back to comfort mode. More civilized. The transmission is doing a great job. Also, there's a 6-speed manual transmission, which is available depending on the model that you're going to choose. And believe it or not, the automatic transmission is better. I never thought I would say that. Listen, this car is so powerful. You're gonna be in full acceleration and you're gonna see that red line coming quickly. So either you have a choice, either you have the transmission doing the work for you and as quickly as it can, and your hands on the steering, or you stick to manual, try to shift it the fastest that you can and possibly miss the gear. And I don't know, I don't want to see what happened next if you miss the gear or simply also do a bad downshift with that car. So, and if you go for the manual, by the way, there's a cool system which is gonna offer a rev matching function, which means the engine will automatically blip the throttle on downshifting, resulting in improved smoothness. So once again, even if you're going with the manual, you're gonna have fun. It's for those who like to own the car. It's for those who likes to have the feeling that they're driving every part of the car. But right now I'm thinking efficiency, in that 8-speed transmission is so efficient. So you've got also a dynamic setting modes that you can choose from Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport, Sports Plus. So if I start with Eco Pro, the Eco Pro will simply make the car as smooth as possible, you know, to save a lot of fuel. Anywhere you go on a long road trip, you're in city, you don't want, you know, to spend some fuel on those red light, the engine will simply close itself, and it will start back as soon as you add a little bit of steering or if you accelerate. And while you're in that mode, the cruising mode will also change with the transmission. Here's what I mean. Right now I'm cruising, I'm at 80 kilometers per hour. I'm gonna let go of the throttle, and there you go. You can see the transmission is simply disconnecting right now of the car. So it's gonna fall on idle. And as you can see right now, I'm at 78, 79. So I'm not that much slowing down. Well, I'm gonna be reaccelerating. There you go. It's going to re-engage, so I'm going to be able to save fuel with some kind of coasting mode with the transmission. There you go, 80. I'm on the flat right now. As you can see, 2 kilometers less, and I can even see that in the heads-up display. The heads-up display, by the way, with your sunglasses, useless. You don't see nothing. While you're at night, it does a pretty good job. You want to change the radio channel, you can see it. You want to change some function, GPS function, you can see it. But otherwise than that, if you have your sunglasses polarized, forget that. You're not going to see one thing with that heads-up display. So it's enough for eco mode. One thing also, when you're going to brake, you're going to have the system who's going to use the brake force power and send it to a capacitor for further use. So while you'll be driving in eco mode, sometimes your alternator won't even send power to all your instrument in the car, because it's going to have some energy that has been saved from the acceleration, or simply the brake force. Yeah, the brake force. Acceleration, you brake, there you go, it's going to fall into charge mode, and you're going to have some power for later. Besides that, while you're going to move into comfort mode, well, comfort mode is probably the most normal mode that you have. So it's going to be for everyday cruising. You don't want those you want a little bit more reaction of the gas pedal. You don't want all those start-stop feature. You can even turn it off if you want, and you're gonna feel also a little bit different between the bumps on the road. So the suspension's gonna give you a little edge to be on normal mode, but still it's gonna be once again a touring mode where you will enjoy your road trip. You will be saving some fuel, where the bump won't affect you, even if you have 18 inches, 19 inches, or even bigger wheels, because I know a lot of you guys like to put some bigger wheels on that car. If I move to sports mode, by the way, my sports mode is customizable. It's gonna be sport-oriented drivetrain and chassis setting. I can also set what I want into the sports mode with my computer right now. Let's say I want a little bit more reaction, more firm suspension, I can do that. But where we get to business is the Sports Plus mode. So you push the Sports Plus mode button, it's going to be sports oriented setting and traction control active. So it's going to be a setting that's going to give you the latitude to do a little more than being into safety mode. You know what I mean? You're on the track, you want to get that little edge over some corner, get out with a little bit of slide, the car will let you do that. And that is incredible, the speed reaction. Oh, and you can hear that popcorn notes in the back. The car becomes so much lively in that mode, and yes, you can see it with all the gears. I want to downshift, I'm going to be able to do that, and it's going to be right at the limit of the red line. Full acceleration. Once again, 7,000 RPM, manual shifting. Man, you can see that it's giving you good reaction. It's incredible. You will have so much fun on the track with that car. Put some awesome tires on the car and you will have fun for a full day, and it's gonna be able to take that. So let's switch to a more family-oriented setting. You've got, man, I'm just, I have so much fun driving this car, and I really enjoy every minute of it. I enjoy the power, I enjoy the communication that it's gonna give me, and I enjoy all the technology that there is in that car right now. So as you can see, all the mode you can select. For the suspension, so right now we have an adaptive M suspension, which is gonna offer a control of dampers and allow individual adjustment of the car setting dynamic response at the touch of that button. And you can feel a lot of the difference as soon as you're gonna be in a road where there's gonna be some potholes. You're gonna feel them. And if you're in 19 inches wheel, right now that's not the case with our car, but hey, you're gonna feel that bumping a little bit around. So you'd better roll into comfort mode if you want. One of the things also that we have on our car is the M package. So it's designed for the driver enthusiast that wants some aesthetic a little bit more different, but also the great point is the variable sports steering. As soon as you switch once again into sports mode, you can feel it. It's gonna be also the suspension adaptive, the M Sports brake with the high temperature Euro brake pads that can be on that also. You've got some nice blue calipers, and you've got right now 18 inches wheels on the car, but if you want to go bigger, no problem. Right now I don't dislike really the size of 18 inches, well, for where I live, but also for the price of replacement of tire. So if you go with larger 19 inches, you're gonna see that those Michelin tires are gonna cost a little bit of money. We've got also another great feature, which is the Xdrive system, incredible all-wheel drive system that's gonna be able to help you in whatever situation that you want. Right now I'm into Eco Pro mode, and you can see the car is still reacting, but you can hear less exhaust notes coming out of that engine. And also right now I'm into manual, but I'm gonna simply shift up. As you can see, the car is giving you a latitude of intervening to give you at least a sense of control while you're driving that car. So we're talking about Xdrive. It's usually people who buy a BMW 3 Series, you know, the purists, will prefer to have a rear wheel drive car, but right now I prefer an all-wheel drive. First of all, for where the country I live in, you know, with all that temperature, you know, all that sometimes bad weather, all those conditions who are not quite driver friendly, but also for the experience that it's gonna give you. Sure, it will add up a little weight to the vehicle, but right now that Xdrive system is not that heavy when you check that. It's gonna combine the customer advantage of all-wheel drive, so much optimal power transfer. As you can see, my acceleration right now, I can put some wheels into a little bit of sand, and it's gonna track. You've got the excellent safety, the maximum traction. You've got the agile and precise handling, and also it's gonna reduce understeer and oversteer when cornering. So that is great advantage right now of having an all-wheel drive. And what I like also, you're just cruising at 40, you step on it, no wheel spin, and it's gone. Wow, incredible sound. I just love the power of that car right now. So for the all-wheel drive, it's going to send the necessity power to the front and rear wheels, improving driving dynamics. For an example, when you're steering to a corner, you're accelerating out, you want to make that hard, it's going to get you out. And that's what I like about the feeling of that Xdrive system right now. So for the overall handling of the car, it's responsive. You've got a great suspension. They made some modification to the geometry, to the chassis, the new front strut with 5 volts upper anchor points versus 3 previously. The redesigned electronic power steering, the new rear damper technology, also an updated dynamic stability control of the system. So all that combined, you're gonna have a car who will handle better than the older version. The capabilities always of the feedback that it that they're going to send to the driver is quite impressive also, and that's why right now I enjoy so much of every minute I drive that car. So you've got reduced roll, improved directional stability, higher precision everywhere. When I look at the general comfort, you'll see, oh, and by the way, 50-50 for the weight, the weight of the car. So once again, it shows while you're driving. Comfort, my seat, incredible comfort, lumbar support, incredible hold in my seat when I move into performance mode. Once again, comfort is not an issue, that's for sure. In the rear, a passenger is going to be okay, but right now with my driving position, I will need to move a little bit forward. Instrument cluster is kind of basic, so it's simple BMW tradition. The information system is quite good, but it's not tactile, and you need to roll that lever sometime a lot and often. The Harman Kardon system, I like it right now. It's giving you a good sound quality, and I think it deserves a good note on this one. So for the fuel consumption right now, when I look at the numbers, I'm surprised because I rode hard that car during all week. You're gonna see, if you buy one, you're gonna see why I rode this car hard during all week, because it's fun to do that. And you know, there's always everybody asking me to go for a ride with the car, so you want to show them how it handles, how it gives you, whoa, exactly like that, you know. And see the turn, all the things are moving in another way. You cannot hear the tire screaming. Gonna downshift and gonna put that to the metal. And you can see the car is simply taking me in the inner side of the curve. Wow. See, the tire just gave up on this one, and I floored it and it came back, and wow, I'm impressed right now with the car. So be careful still on the road with that car. You need to have excellent skills to enjoy all that power that it's gonna be able to give you. So on the more serious notes, let's move back into comfort mode and normal mode. Consumption. So right now I'm surprised of what I see. The consumption of what you can see on the BMW website is going to be 10.9 in town. It's going to be 7.3 on the highway. Mix 9.3 with the version that you have. If you go for all-wheel drive, the Xdrive version is going to be 11.9. For city driving, it's going to be 8.3 for highway. And if you go for a mixed fuel consumption, it's going to be 10.3. So once again, I'm going to push on my button. It shows 11.9, exactly what the BMW website is telling me right now. So I'm impressed because I rode hard that car during all week. So I will not be surprised if you're able to fall in the 7 or in the 8, and you're going to have to put premium fuel in that one. So hey, let's move to Sports Plus mode for one last time. Full speed. Wow, incredible. And the braking power is just also awesome. So forget that bass. I love to hear the engine. Let's talk about the competition out there. Well, you've got the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. It's pretty ferocious because it's nearly similar as the BMW 3 Series. The look is different, the power is nearly the same, you can have a lot of fun also with the car, but still, it's a hard choice to make. Besides that, you've got the Audi A4. It's elegant, its handling is good, but still the BMW have a little kick that the Audi A4 doesn't have right now. Lexus ES350, no turbo, no supercharged, so it's less powerful, but it's reliable. Let's talk about the Cadillac ATS. I love the look of that car. I love the uniqueness of when you look at it, you're wondering, what kind of car is that? Oh, it's a Cadillac, are you serious? It doesn't look like anymore your good old uncle's car. Still, it's strong, it's technologic, it's fun also to drive. So you've got a lot of good competitors right now in the market. Which one is your favorite? Let's talk about price. If you want to go with the base version of the BMW 3 Series, you're gonna have to spend $39,197. Go with the 340i, nearly the same as we have like this one. It's gonna be $53,857. Be careful because when you had all the option, you could get up to $80,000. So as you can see, there's a lot of margin in that price. And on the BMW website, they tend to only show you the monthly payment that you're gonna have to make, or simply the increase on the monthly payment that this option is gonna do. Nice marketing strategy, BMW. Still, if you want to see the complete price of the option, go into the summary, but get prepared to do a little bit of click. If you want the same version of the car that we have, so we've got the luxury enhanced package, Group M, $64,152. Let's talk about minus and plus points of that car. My first minus points, it's only going to be a warning. Be careful for speeding ticket with that car. It's so fast, you're gonna get into trouble, that's for sure. The start and stop system is, it's giving you some vibration. It starts sometimes, it doesn't start some other time. So I simply turn off that feature, I don't like it. The lateral camera, they're perfect for the 360-degree view. The rear camera is perfect for your parking maneuvers, but to enable that system to view what's going on the side, well, at least let me turn that on at any speed. Still, be careful because the price is going to go up pretty quickly, and at that price I would have loved to have a seat that can cool my tushy during summertime. For the plus points, the manual transmission is available. This car is performant, is agile, it's fun to drive, it's comfortable, and that's great. It's gonna be an A++. Why? Because it's probably let's say it's my top 10 of the car that I've most liked to drive. And right now, the BMW 3 Series is quite high in my list. How about you? Did you drive one? Did you have fun? Or do you have another car which figures in your top 10 list? Feel free to comment down there. If you like that video, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Car Question because there's more video coming. See you guys.